Hello and welcome. It's Susan, and this is our Treasure Chest Tuesday. The treasure chest of you. And the treasure chest that you are is so much on my heart right now. Thank you so much for the beautiful presence that you are in this world. If you ever forget that, remember this moment of really taking that in. The treasure that you are to this world. So just a few examples of that and a little exercise we can do, a couple of exercises we can do to help you really bring that to focus. In our Sacred Soul Circle, what is called a membership site, so to speak, we did some beautiful exercises and some incredible things came forward because of the group that I wanted to share. So the theme today is that breathing deeply is our superpower right now. And I'm going to sneeze, whatever that's about. I like being transparent. If a sneeze comes up, we don't have to edit the whole thing. Okay, breathing deeply is your superpower right now. And as you breathe deeply, you have the opportunity to change the whole makeup of what it is that you're bringing forward. So try that as an exercise right now. Take a breath, breathe in deeply, however it works for you. And breathe out. And then ask yourself, what would I like to create right now on this open channel of new breath? Now, if we have a worry thought, which we often do, right? We have a worry thought. What I want you to do is think about what that worry thought is. What is that worry thought? Let's do something as it relates to personal you. What's the worry thought you have about you? Something you didn't do right, something you're anticipating. What's that worry thought? And imagine now, as you think of that thought, put attention on it. If you let it go, if you allowed yourself to let it just go on and on and on, where would it take you? Where would it take you? A hint, what rabbit hole would it take you down, right? So just consider that, what the rabbit hole would be. Yeah. Sort of like that worst case scenario that we go into. Oh my gosh, I'm anxious about a doctor's appointment. Someone was telling me this morning they're anxious. And I said, what would that worry thought take you to? And of course it meant she was going to either die or be in the hospital for weeks or whatever it was. And it's like, wow, we sure are good at making our life hard. Okay, so now take a breath. Have that worry thought, take a breath. A deep, deep breath. Whew. And you're going to feel yourself sort of expanding a little bit and things opening up in your heart and yourself. Take a few breaths if you need to. What would you like to create instead of that worry thought right now? What would you like to create? A higher perspective, a more expanded wisdom, way of looking at it. Maybe those tests are going to come out so great, and I will be told that my health is impeccable. That sure would be a more fun thing to do, wouldn't it? Remember, we came on earth for the adventure of a human life, divine connection in a human sacred body. So keep your adventurous spirit in your creative thoughts, in your creative feelings alive. And then just keep breathing deeply. Keep breathing deeply so you don't get scattered all over the place with everything that wants your attention. I will remind you, you are a work of divine art. That's what you came to be, a work of divine art. Take that in. Breathe that in. You are a sacred manifestation. Take that in with your beautiful breath. Another thing that came through our Sacred Soul Circle, someone said, well, we were talking about coming from that beautiful deep breath, and we saw a visual of coming from this place of deep breath and holding light in the heart. So if you have light in your heart and you're breathing that in, ooh, that feels good for you, but it also has a huge impact on the world, your world. It just does. That's the nature of the radiant soul that you are coming through. Imagine yourself like you're using a Native American ritual, and you have this energy of the radiance of light just coming out of you because you say, my existence matters. I am a work of divine art. I come from the light and my soul is here. Imagine that energy and light as a feather, just brushing that into your field. And then put your awareness and attention on some place in the world, a place or a situation in the world that you would like to breathe some light into. So you're not giving it, you're breathing the light of the work of art that you are, creation that you are, into that world. And it's light as a feather. You're not having to work really hard to change things in the world. Imagine us all doing that together. Just a whisk of a feather, light as a feather. And then someone else asked the question, or just said, I would like to offer some help to my colleagues. And what came through for me was, wow, humanity is our colleagues right now. The whole of humanity is our colleagues right now because we are working together to bring light forward, to bring a whole new world out. Everybody in the world is potentially a colleague of ours. Now you could say, well, there's those people who think differently politically or whatever their beliefs are. Everyone has a right to do what they do to feel safe and to feel that they are alive. But our colleagues are the ones that we are extending this light as a feather, light to, through our holding our own blueprint for light within us. All of humanity. And because we are very close to an election in the United States here that is extremely important, we'll just say, in my opinion, you can have an influence by considering that all the people that are colleagues of light with you in leadership positions in this United States of America or the world is included there as well, that those are your colleagues in humanity. And you can offer them the blessing of light and thank them for being your colleagues in light in humanity. You are working with them to bring forth, in this case, the soul of America, in your case, the soul of whatever country, the soul of the world, the life of the world together, as light as a feather, just breathing that place within you that knows with your deep, beautiful breath that your existence is a divine happening. You are a work of art, divine art here. And what you extend just through your energy of taking a deep breath right now is changing the whole trajectory of this transformational process. So when you are feeling overwhelmed, it's all too much, I don't know if I have an influence, I can't do this or that or whatever, take a moment to come back to these very important points. You are a work of beautiful divine art. Your very existence changes the trajectory of the transformational process in this world. And as you hold the light of your soul, light as a feather, bringing it into the world, creation happens. So thank you each one for being here to be part of that creation happening, changing the trajectory, one moment at a time. May your personal life and the life of the world that you come to focus in be blessed, brought forward, be adventurous, and know purpose in all it's bringing forward. I am so with you in these times of blessed shift and change. Thank you again, each one.